So, I don't know what it says about me, but I love watching a film that features American tourists struggling abroad. Sign me up, I am here for it. Hi everyone, my name is Jesus, and today I'd like to talk about the film Death of Me. Death of Me is a horror mystery thriller directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. It stars Maggie Q and Luke Hemsworth as Christine and Neil, a couple vacationing in Thailand who must discover the mystery behind a strange video that shows one of them killing the other. So I'm probably in the minority on this one, but I actually really enjoyed this film. I really don't know what it is about Americans struggling abroad that just really does it for me. Maggie Q is great in this role. She just absolutely goes for it and absolutely sells it. And through all of the confusion, paranoia, hysteria, and terror within the film, I think she truly shines. I think the film also does a really good job of building atmospheric moments and really conveying this sense of paranoia. As Christine travels across the island looking for answers, the viewer is really put in her place, having to figure out whether the events that Christine is witnessing are real, whether she's going crazy, wondering what exactly is going on. We really follow her as she tries to uncover this mystery, and I think that is really where the film is at its best. Lastly, the other thing I really liked about the film is there's maybe an intentional sense of comedy. There are definitely moments that I found unintentionally funny, and not in a this is so bad it's funny kind of way, but just like reactions or dialogue within the context that almost veers towards camp. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I think it would have been a much more interesting film if it leaned into it a lot more. I can picture so many moments with these entitled American tourists having no idea what's going on around them, and even being selfish or petty within the horrors happening around them. So in terms of things that I didn't like so much, I did feel that the plot was a little bit messy. While the film does build some good moments of atmosphere, it never settles in them very long. Christine and Neil are constantly going from point A to point B to point C, back to point A, trying to get answers, and they keep getting the same constantly vague, ominous responses. And it just begins to feel a little bit repetitive. And while the film does a good job of replicating Christine's confusion throughout the film, I feel that it doesn't always keep the viewer engaged enough to care about this mystery. By the time we start getting some answers, it feels that the film isn't really following its own logic or its own rules. To better highlight some of the things that I did like, I do have to jump into spoilers. So as a warning, if you have not seen the film and don't want it spoiled, please stop watching now. So obviously the film does fall into this trope of like this foreign, mysterious island with these magic practices and sacrifices, but I think it could have been an interesting play on it to lean into some of these comedic aspects that I found. So for example, the scene in the car where the character of Samantha is explaining some of the rules of the island, some of the beliefs, and the fact that sacrificing Christine would ultimately benefit the entire island. She also goes on to explain that the island has all these wonderful health benefits and it heals people. And then within that scene, Christine shoots her. I found it hilarious. I could have almost seen Maggie Q replying, "How does your island heal this?" The other scene I found particularly hilarious was towards the very end. Christine has gotten free of the sacrifice ritual and is about to run away, but the little girl explains to her that sacrificing Christine will benefit the entire island, and if Christine leaves, everyone on the island will die. Christine then proceeds to run away, and everyone does die. I mean, come on, that is some funny-ish. And I can't help but say that I'm partially with Christine. I am that type of petty. You're all gonna prosper off of my sacrifice? Not today. Find yourselves a willing sacrifice because I am out. I think if it leaned into this comedy or campiness, it could have easily been this like tale of these super selfish Americans not caring about everyone else like dying around them. And I think having this attitude would have really kind of strengthened the film for me. In all honesty, this film is probably a 6 out of 10, but due to some of the moments that I found so hilariously enjoyable, I'm actually gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I know it's probably already being dragged on Letterboxd, but I can't help it. It was enjoyable. I had fun with it. What can I say? Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. If you did enjoy my review, feel free to give me a thumbs up or subscribe. And please tell me how you feel about the film. Did you hate it as much as most people seem to? Or did you find it as hilariously enjoyable as I did? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them below. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!